Hey. Hello. Welcome to Date Night with the Lunas. I am Angelique. This is John, who is
Hello.
I'm like trying to figure
I'm
out.
mostly here.
No, you're mostly out of frame.
I can move it that way.
You
stay right there. Keep talking because I said that. Oh,
yeah. He's like there. Hey, okay. So I am going to introduce our sponsors. Tom's tripped here on Date Night with the Lunas because we just came back from. Actually, it's been a week. Because we needed another week to recover from BiWeek with Tom's trip at Hedo's. It's your award-winning and leader in the adult lifestyle travel to Hedo, desire, temptation, cruises, conventions, and more. Oh my. And let me tell you, BiWeek was an oh my week. It was insane, to say the least. It was good. It was fun, exciting. We were teaching and
okay, teaching is a relative word.
Teaching.
My other job is teaching. This job was 2 anal classes.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, screwed up your group. I'm sorry. Continue.
We're still fuzzy over there.
It'll be fixed.
It'll be fixed. Okay, we'll be fine on this stuff.
I need to fix that.
Probably. That's what solved it. It did not like the pineapple because now it's
some
clear.
don't like the pineapple.
Don't like the pineapple there. So it was an adventure going to Hedo after John injured himself the week before. That's why we haven't broadcast this entire month of October. Because someone had an injury.
Injuries happen. Not doing CrossFit, not doing the stuff I normally do, not doing a Savage Race or a Tough Mudder. I slept putting my underwear on in the bedroom.
And he fractured his L4 vertebrae. Fractured. Yeah. So that's what caused him quite a bit of pain. And that's why we haven't been broadcasting. And of course, the travel to Jamaica was not fun. Not for him, at least, because we had to actually purchase the blanket on friggin' JetBlue.
It was a $10 blanket.
But still,
how many times have you come home and said it was an emergency? I had to buy this Disney product.
Right. Disney, totally different.
Oh no, it's not.
Yes.
One's my health. One's your obsession. But the sexy stuff is still coming.
Yes, lots of sexy stuff there. So, unfortunately, the ride out there kind of knocked John a little bit out of commission due to the fact that Jamaica is still a third world country. So the roads are not
paved
and lined and enough for 2 cars. So it was kind of bumpy, moving, zoom, and for me, it reminded me of my days of going to Mexico and traveling. For John, I don't know. Have you ever done any kind of travel like that? I mean, we've been to Jamaica once.
You don't remember when Google took us off road?
Well, yeah, that was off road in Jamaica. Yeah, in Georgia, but not to the extreme of like Jamaica.
Well, it was a 45-minute ride that turned into almost 2 hours because they went nice and slow.
No, it's still an hour's ride. That took 2 hours. Yeah, because that's what they told me from the beginning, that it is like a 2 hour, because it's super long.
So the first 3 days we got there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Out of commission.
He was on a commission there. And we had a 6 a.m. flight. I worked all day Friday, had to still come home and packed. And when it comes to packing, I'm very Tetris and anal retentive. So I had to repack our 6 bags that John tried very much to pack.
But the sexy part.
Right.
4 bags.
Actually,
all of them,
5 bags were all of them sex toys.
Almost full-sized. One had clothes and
one out of the 6 bags.
7 days.
7 days.
I mean, we're going to a clothing optional resort, but 7 days. 1 bag, not even full, had the clothes. The other 3 bags, shoes and kink shit.
Yes.
And do you know how much silicone dildos weigh? They're not light. Each one was at the 49-pound mark.
We had to balance everything out. So hello, Connecticut. Hello, Outcast 26. So yes, that was kind of fun because then this was actually the first time We had to put John in a wheelchair. We had to get a porter to escort us the entire way. Then we discovered that we had to fill out the Jamaican entry forms, one for each person going into Jamaica. And when we're coming out of Jamaica, then it's one per family. We learned that the hard way because we were trying to fill out. At the same time, then we got a little freaked out because we thought we were going to get bag search because they were like,
no, we didn't think. Wheelchair people, we go first.
Yeah.
They bring us up, one person to the right of me, one person to the left of me. They got there a second before us. All three people at the counter logged in. Ours is like, it's not working. Come here. And she calls me up, supervisor. Meanwhile, on the right and the left, they take the bag, they open it up, and they're going through it manually and pulling it out. Now, there's people everywhere. And I'm just staring at my bag going, there's a 3 out of 4 chance the bag they pick is going to have some embarrassing shit in it.
It was a lot of embarrassing shit there because we were teaching an anal class. So guess what? So, yeah.
Well, okay. We take teaching, we did an anal workshop, but we did one and get to include stuff like anal training, fisting, nasty stuff, and then we got a demo.
Okay, well, let's you should like jumping around. Okay, so like we got there, so totally exhausted. One regret that I have, we really didn't like hang out a lot with the owners of Tom's Trip and Tom and Bunny because we were kind of under the radar because it was the first ever BiWeek, and it was what do you call it? You know, we were under the radar. The world was watching because we wanted to make sure this event was successful because Jamaica, as much as Hedonism is very like free love, free everything, the rest of Jamaica is still kind of like 20 years in the past. So any LGBT same-sex thing, not okay outside the walls of Hedonism.
Marisa.
Yeah.
What does under the radar mean? It sounds like one of us was stuffed into one of those 4 bags, and we hope they didn't open it. We were there legitimately. We were working, but I'd say we didn't know all the rules or how to behave, and we wanted to get invited back. We enjoyed it.
Right. Kind of do.
I'm sorry. The way you made it was like, meet me at the buoy at midnight. The flight will flash twice. It was completely legal. And yes, my wife is very sexy.
No, we have not gone to Temptations Resort in Mexico. I'm glad it was a blast, but yeah, we Hedonism was our first time ever to a clothing optional resort
Out of the country.
Out of the country. That was all inclusive. They did have 2 sides. They had the prude side and they had the nude side. And boy, when I say it's nude side, they had security there to say, excuse me, you have to be completely naked here. Please remove your clothes. And I'm like, okay. Look, I'm used to like places telling us to put our clothes back on. This place was telling us to take our clothes off.
Like on our honeymoon.
Hey. It was, it was a hot moment there. Kind of deal.
Hey, if you were dead set on taking the stripper home, I was cool with that.
Yes, I was cool with that too. Okay, so we got there on Saturday. And during McGibney, we tried to sleep, and then we did the meet and greet on Saturday night. Saturday night seems to be a blur.
Yeah.
It was, there was like kind of a meet and greet kind of deal there. So the we were sleeping the entire time on Saturday. We were trying to catch up. On Sunday was like kind of the official first day of everything. So we had a panel discussion about your coming out by story. So that was let's see, Edgar was with us, Ricky, the founder and event organizer of By Events, his partner Raquel, us. Who else was talking?
That was it for the first one.
That was for the first one. So we were opening up, sharing our stories, sharing, our coming out, being bi, and our struggles. And it was a good sized room. We had like about 20 some, I think close to 30 on that one. Then the next day, so then all the playrooms were open that day. So after our class, because our workshop was always from 12 to 1 every day, the bi orchard room opened. So during the day, it wasn't as packed as at night. At night, it was a free for all. Yeah. at night, it was wow.
So
wow.
Those were 2 beds put together in the center. Queens, right?
Right.
No, they weren't even queens. They were standards.
No, they were twin size. They were twin size.
Twins.
They're twins. Yeah.
Physically, I still not sure how, but I counted 12 bodies on that bed when I walked in.
Look, it took us 2 hours to try to change the sheets. I was like, people, we need to like break it up. We need to change the sheets because normally the norm is like after somebody plays on it, we change the sheets, similar to any play party, but a good chunk of events, they had like 30 or 40 people from Florida that have attended their event. So we were always like really mindful that we go and we change the sheets and we, put our condoms and disposables, somewhere else. Other people, first time, you still kind of learn. I mean, we did have a few horror stories in regards to people not understanding. So that's why
that one's horror.
Someone like thrusted.
Yeah.
You're telling me that?
I know you want to tell it in order. It's just, I'm like, I never heard of it. That I know about that one.
Yeah, that happened Sunday night.
I know one night I actually was there,
and
I thought people were picking up condoms. My foot found the one that people didn't clean up.
No, I had one corner like there was like 10 condoms there. I was like, seriously, what the hell, people? Yeah. So, I need to like put on the survey. It's like, we need cleaning gloves. It was just like, I was trying to pick
up to here.
Because, whoa, it was by orgy and the energy was amazing throughout the resort. There was no judgment. There was nothing. Everyone was playing, getting along. We discovered a new word.
The new term is conservative swinger.
Dun, dun, dun.
And when someone said that, we're like, what the hell? So what's a conservative swinger?
Yes.
Their literally answer was everyone but us. It was fantastic. Believe it or not, it was BiWeek, but there were some straight guys there for their wives who wanted to have bi experiences. Most of it, I know they said they wanted everyone to be bi, but I talked to the ones who weren't, and they're like, no, I get hit on. It's just basically, okay, sorry, no thanks. And there's no bullshit.
No.
There's no petty drama from someone who's offended because you said no.
You said, yeah, or they're like, okay, cool, no problem, thanks. And there was no judgment on the people making out, same sex, or just guys sucking on each other's dicks, or what do you call it? Actually letting the girls play all together without like joining in, like being like, sometimes when you're like at a swing resort or a swing club, like the girls want to play together and there's always some kind of cock coming in. And I was like, whoa, let the girls, experience their like whole thing. And I was actually impressed that no one was judging. There was a few trans folks there. And it was very welcoming, very exciting.
A few of them were chaste.
Mm-hmm.
We know two.
We know too that they were chaste, but they weren't like kind of like, like frowned upon, like get out of here. What do you say? Yeah, no, they were very, the energy was very embracing. And actually, we talked to some people who were there last year at Hedo, but were not part of the bi event group when they did they did like 50 people last year. And so it was small compared to the 400 this year. And they just jumped ship. They're like, we love your group. We love coming. It's like, we're spoiled now. We don't want to come to Hedo any other week than BiWeek because it was just so fluid. The energy was
so good. I think they already have sold over a quarter of the rooms for the next one coming up before this one ended.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Yeah, because before we left on Saturday, like over 100 rooms were sold out of a 280 room resort.
Over a third,
yeah, resort. So they were like sold. So that was great. And every night was a costume night. It was a theme night. So that was kind of a first because we were actually staff. And so that's why we had to make sure we had all our costumes.
You can admit that you enjoyed getting dressed up.
No,
it doesn't have to be because I was staff. I had to comply. No bullshit. Did you wear a rope dress?
Yeah, after I found somebody who could do it for me.
You're not going to let that go.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I almost break my back, and her response is, "Well, who's going to put my rope dress on?"
Exactly.
Thank you. I know someone that I will thank you to again. But you did wear a rope dress.
I did.
It's on Instagram and such, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to try to put some. So, full disclaimer. Since we were in a stressful situation, we didn't take as many photos as we want, but we will upload what we did take on our Instagram approved and STC. We'll put all those photos because we do have some like nice, cute photos there that we did. One thing I miss coming back, the mirror on the ceiling. Oh my God. I love that every night. Just seeing, it was just amazing. The mirror on the ceiling, kind of having fun there. On it.
I thought we had posted more.
No, we don't.
I'm sorry. It was a very stressful situation.
It was a very stressful situation because, again, first time at Hedo, first time working with Tom's trip. Tom and Bunny were the host couple. So again, we didn't know what to expect. We were on our very best behavior, to be honest. Yeah.
But we did good.
We did good because it was very rewarding, very much fun. So that was Monday. No, Sunday was, what was Sunday? Oh, Cowboys. Yeah. That's the only one costume that we didn't take pictures. I did take pictures.
What were the themes on the nights? Because
it was the cowboy western on. Yeah.
I don't do horses or trucks, but I did try.
But you did your assless chaps. That's
that is true.
We did take pictures of our costumes on Sunday night. Monday was
disco techno. That was later.
Was it? I was like rope. I know we had rope night. We had disco night. We had prom night was on Friday.
Yes.
That's where we got dressed up. Thursday was fetish night. So we're confusing the rope night, glow night. So the rope dress had to be on Monday then.
Yes.
Had to be Monday. Then Tuesday had to be glow night. I forgot Wednesday. I don't know, but it was fetish. I'm missing white party. The rope night was the white party. The white party. Yeah. So we had the white party, and then we had the other one. Again,
I'm trying to look it all up.
Yeah, it's like we forgot.
Oh, there's a burning desire red.
That was the burning desire.
Glow night.
So we did the glow night. Okay, that's the one that we did. Okay.
Either way, we were getting dressed up every night.
Every night.
Loved it because you looked hot as hell.
Yeah, so I have to recycle the outfit, the burning desire outfit, because it's like I spent a pretty penny on it. I need to recycle it as much as possible. I mean, it looks hot. It's a pantsuit with bustier. So yeah, that we actually were able to pose.
You would have looked great with my whip.
Yes.
It was that kind of dress.
That kind of dress. It was like definitely whipping there. So, and then on Sunday was the panel. Monday we did the co-teaching with the chorale with Master Justin and Stephanie. We taught it was a Q&A discussion on impact play, right?
Yes, we went over all of the implements.
Yes, and it was kind of fun because it was our first time meeting them. We didn't rehearse anything, we didn't practice, but it flew very fluid, very interesting, answering all the questions, because it was like, as he said, I had a clean slate, like a artist trying to paint, because everyone had questions. And I'm like, we're doing a, Q&A on impact play when we should have done like a BDSM 101 to really like walk everybody through. But it was so nice seeing everyone asking questions, very engaged. Then actually one couple, like we saw them grow on their flogging experience, because Master Justin did have floggers available for sale. So they purchased those, and it was just a beautiful thing. It's like we appreciate a lot, and especially with the BDSM. So it's like they were in charge of the disco dungeon, and we were in charge of the Kama Sutra by orgy room. So, which I thought was really fun and interesting, seeing the dynamics and how many people playing, and even our little group. Like one guy, it's like I cracked up laughing. Totally his comment was, next time I have to bring knee pads. I'm like, boy, you were at it like friggin' jackhammer, like no tomorrow. He like went from one to one to one. I was just like, but A was having a time of his life. Partner D, she was having the time of her life too. And, also they were trying to educate. And I think that's what I like about Ricky's group, the bi events group, is like, because we are kind of family. We're definitely going to their Friendsgiving in November. We I don't know if you're available. Maybe you should go down and do their Halloween party with the BDSM night.
Maybe I will.
It'll be fun, because I'm already booked. That's the joy of the being a tarot reader during Halloween. It's like, yeah, it's like not. I was like, I get to miss the fun parties like that. So it's cool. Yeah, no skin here. We're a podcast. We're broadcasting. So, but thanks for stopping by. We're telling you about our experience at BiWeek there at Hedo, which we kind of loved. And it was like the first time ever, like really experiencing everybody open and accepting of bisexuals.
Oh, it was unique is the best way I've explained it. I've never ever been to an event like that, and everyone said the same thing. I was trying to think some of the highlights of what we did, because
I was just going by the days right there, because it on the white party and then the roping. So, but the next day on Tuesday, they had 2 catamarans with 160 people on the catamarans going out to sea, and apparently that was like kind of like a bi orgy situation, sex in the hot sun. Some people came back, like one of our staff partners. It was like, he left white, he came back lobster red. I'm like, did you not put sunscreen on, darling? It's like, I did, but it wasn't strong enough. And I'm like, apparently so there. So we were teaching the anal class, which again, we had 30 people during the catamaran excursions there. And then they had an app, which I loved, because everyone could network, connect with each other, and keep up on what the schedules are, what's going on, and what else, just voice their opinions or share photos, things like that. What a lot of things happened was, after the anal class, we had quite a bit of people saying, oh, I missed it, oh my god, it's like, can you do it? And we're just like looking at each other. We're looking at Ricky, because we have never done 2 classes back to back. And then during our anal class, we forgot where we were. We've never done a live demo. we treated the class still like our vanilla environment that we go, at a normal hotel. Like we've taught classes at Sex Down South, at the Sheridan, and we keep it, kind of PG-13ish.
Oh, I'd never say PG-13.
But it wasn't
we can't have nudity.
Yeah, we can't have nudity.
It's rare. We can't have
nudity. Can't have penetration. So
we can't have fire.
Fire. Well, yeah. Well, we discovered that there's a restaurant called The Flame that went up in flames. So it's just like that.
And I said we do it on the beach. Unfortunately, the flame
is
right
on the beach. Yeah, so that's why I was like that at touching. I was like, wow, on that part. And then what do you call it? So I'm like, fine. If more people want to come, we'll repeat the class. So we had to cancel one of our other classes, which was lifestyle etiquette. I was like so bummed, because I think everyone would have probably benefited from that class, because there was a lot of newbies, a lot of people like really doing that. Are you not feeling it? It's just like you just.
No, I just chimed in a couple of times, and it just didn't feel you wanted to tell, so I'm letting you tell.
It's just you're not.
Well, no, it
okay.
just.
Okay.
Okay, I'll chime in. Well, first of all, like you said, there was that one couple, who they are, that started from how do you hold a flogger to Florentining, what the fuck, going hog wild.
That and then there was like nude parties at the pool parties galore. everyone having fun. And then it was just like one part of the pool was like it was all bubbly and jetty, but it was cold. And I didn't realize the other side of the pool was the hot tub part. And it was just like false advertisement. I can't believe all this shit, and it was just like, oh God.
Well, I think the
Like,
people went to the pool with the people they wanted to hook up with more than which temperature it was. But we were both working and injured, sort of. So we needed that hot water.
yeah, yeah. And it's like, but we didn't know until like close to the end of the time there, in the hot water there. And what do you call it?
Well, by Wednesday and Thursday, I was back into action. At least I could walk around without the back brace. And we started to actually explore. We explored the prude side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very prude. It basically just means a bottom. And what's funny is right after that was sandals.
Yeah.
And people kept trying, well, not trying, they're allowed to. They have, I don't know if it's a written policy, I didn't see it anywhere, but sandals people can come over to our side.
Well, at the beach area, it's open to the public, like 5 feet of the water, you could do that. Because remember, we had all those like little,
snake oil salesman.
Yeah, trying to sell us the weed and things like that. Because weed's legal in Jamaica, so which is great, and
I did partake upon the weed.
Yeah, but you didn't like it too much because it was like mixed in with what do you call it? Mushrooms. And
well,
that's what
it was made from mushrooms, the kind that are psychedelic, I was told, but you won't feel anything. I'm like, I'm okay with both, but the weed itself you could smoke was from cannabis. That was great. The other one gave you a really weird high, and I would not buy it again, but that's all they had. Then they tell me, well, it's not technically legal to sell this. I'm like, you have a building, you have a license. Do they? No one. I guess it's Jamaica. Slipping a little under the door works well, yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, definitely there. And there was always like parties going on everywhere. So there was always some kind of entertainment, even on the prude pool to the nude pool. And like I said, new pool, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was jam packed. Or I want to say it was like kind of like a little mini orgy, but we really didn't get to go there because we were like working and we really didn't pace ourselves that well. So,
but I learned something about the pools in there.
What?
They frown up. Well, you're told not to. There's actually a sign for this. No anal sex in the pool.
Yes.
And every time I read that, I'm thinking that sign's up there for a reason. And clear the pool.
Well, yeah, that's why I know anal sex there on that aspect.
But there was every other sex.
Every other kind of sex there possible there. So which goes to, and then Wednesday we did a repeat of the anal class because there was a demand. Well, I didn't expect as much of a demand that did because we did get someone who volunteered to what do you call it? Be our demo bottom, a live demo bottom, and
who professed to be a professional bottom.
He was because he also helped in our class. He did teach a couple of things.
I didn't think working for us makes him professional, but okay, let's go for it. He wasn't paid in money, but he was paid. Let's state what happens in Jamaica.
Let me tell you, that was just like whoa. Kind of deal. And but the fun part is it's like I couldn't find my boy short strap on to do the pegging, so I just put on the chat, it's like, hey, does anyone have a harness I can borrow? And 3 people showed up with harnesses. I was like, great. I was like, now I can peg. And then they actually were, while the boys were like teaching, I was like getting like set up, so I missed some of the like demonstration things like that. So
oh no, you were the star of the demonstration.
Well, yeah, once over there while they were like still like putting their contraction, because some of these harnesses, I'm like, what the
but the harness you had was not a pull here to secure, it was a contraption.
It was
clip here, adjust that, do this, come over, okay, and it's motorized. So
I was like, boy shorts easy, just put them on and put the dildo.
You're not much for preparation.
No, I am not.
Just
but
boom, go.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a fashion statement. I'll tell you that. That was very fashionable.
Well, I got to go ahead and sit back in my chair and watch you
peg the demo.
Did you fist him?
Yes, I did fist him.
Yeah.
That's how we started. We started with the
The
fist.
times I'm like, oh, I wish I could have taken those pictures.
Yes, it's like, yes, we didn't take pictures. We should have taken pictures there, but yeah, it was
That's
like
right, because we had to go get the gloves.
we had to get the gloves. So which
Three 49 point some odd pound suitcases of kink and shit, and we forgot the latex gloves. What was funny is you went up to the desk.
No, I went up to the nurse's office and I said, hey, and she was happy to see me because no one comes to visit. She's like, it's kind of good that no one comes, but it's like, it's kind of lonely too. So I was just like, hey, and then it's like, do you have, hey, can I have some of your gloves? And she had the nitro gloves. So not the latex, the nitro gloves, because some people have latex allergy. So I was like talking with her and grabbing a whole bunch. So when you're in a pinch and you need gloves to play with, and you're in a hotel, ask the nurse's office.
I'm just picturing this. Yeah, I know they're disappearing. I don't even want to know what they're used for. You freaks, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they told the Jamaican staff there, it's like, if you're not comfortable with same-sex by male contact, don't be working. So everyone knew the disclaimer.
And it wasn't just the fact that it was a BiWeek. Mm-hmm. We had kink. We had a mini dungeon set up. We had St. Andrew's Cross. There was impact play. There was fetish night. 2 nights.
2 nights.
I pupped out completely in pup gear, and it was fantastic because
someone walked you too.
So I had some people walk me. I love doing that part. No, the worst comment I got was I had it on and I walked into the playroom, the tantra playroom.
The orgy room.
The orgy room.
Yeah.
And some guy turned around after pulling his cock right out of a woman, turned to me, stopped, just looked and said, well, that's new, and just walked away. No judgment, just, well, that's new. I guess he's learning something every day.
Everybody was learning something new every day. So, which came to our point, like, okay, so I had about 17, maybe 20 people on the app asked me for the anal class, the repeat class, because 160 people were on the catamaran doing their own, like,
it's a fuck orgy.
It's a fuck orgy.
It's not their own thing. No one came back with a burnt dick, so their dick was in someone during the catamaran ride.
Yes.
We're just going to go with that.
Whichever hole it may be, there's 3 possibilities. Yeah, or like I said, there's 3 possibilities of the holes. Okay.
And 2
genders. Yeah. And so I was expecting maybe, again, like I said, we were averaging 30. 55 people showed up for this class. So in total, out of 400 people, 85 people wanted to know about anal class.
Which made the room a little crowded.
Very crowded.
Which then made me make the joke to our demo bottom. You cleaned out, right? Because this goes into a blast scene. There's a lot of people close by.
Yeah, we don't. Yes, he was prepared because he actually there. Hello, welcome to see. How are you doing?
I was there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. It's just been a while.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And then hi from Texas, the Red Hot ones. We're based out of Orlando, Florida, and thank you for joining us on our things. Oh, we got to change our other sponsor.
Well, we just did actually run through today. Back to the grind.
Mm-hmm.
For Fairvilla University, and we're doing the kinkiest class
ever
have done.
And you approved it.
Not just at Fairvilla, because Fairvilla is great. They're a chain that supports us, and we do videos and workshops for them. But I would say they try to keep it I go a little more extreme on my own.
Yes, you're extreme.
But they've embraced this. We had a run through. They loved it. How many people out there know what sounding is?
Urethral sounding.
Urethral.
Urethral
sounding. You're actually sounding the urethra. And it's
well, you just changed it. I was about to read. Like, Fairvilla University strives to provide a judgment-free learning experience where every student has the opportunity to learn about sexual health and wellness in a safe, fun environment. check out fairvilla.com and for our latest and greatest classes. And actually tomorrow night we're doing a Halloween happy hour over at the Fairvilla High Drive. If you're here in the Orlando store, Orlando area, we'll be there from 7 to 9. So come check us out. Come have some fun. We're giving treats, giveaways, little class. I think we're doing a booty presentation.
We're doing a presentation.
Yeah, no, Debbie's doing it. We're just kind of like the sidekicks, and you get 15% off.
Dancers.
We're backup dancers. Yes, 15% off coupon on all your purchases, and especially if you're looking for those last minute Halloween kinky stuff, now's the time. So anyway, so with the demo bottom for anal class, which mind you, the reason we were like on our like best behavior because this was the first time Tom's and Bunny have ever presented classes. So they did not think people would be interested in the classes. Bah, bah, bah. They were 30 people in each class of every class. But when I told them it's like 85 people showed up for our anal class, their mouths just dropped. They're like, wow. I'm like, yes, they love it. It's like, especially in bisexuals, because, some people are new, some people are kind of scary. And
we also had a lot of people that were I got questions like, where can I learn about kink in my area? Because I can't come to Florida. And the best one I heard was like Western Texas. I'm like, I got nothing. There's nothing in Western Texas. I thought the other one's Central Alberta.
Yeah, Central Alberta, Canada. We're like, we can't help you there either.
I don't know much about Canada except great beer. So I'm like, okay, well, what's around you? Oil pumps and corn farms. And I went, nope. None of those are going to help you learn about sex. So,
kind of the corn farm. Yeah,
What children of the corn, the porn?
Oh, no joke.
Where's that stalk going?
No joke. There is one out there.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's just
parody.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a parody.
So,
yeah, exactly.
For those people, we say go online.
Yeah.
Because we do classes online.
Yeah, and they can reach out, and we would be more than happy to coach them and text them and all that stuff. But yeah, it was kind of funny, like, like with the BDSM and things that they're like, wow, kind of trying to get all this information out there. But yeah, that was like, and then we told the class, it's like, we're like, look, we're used to vanilla. This is our first live demo. So I really didn't know what to do with the live demo.
Well, what do you do with obedient live demo? You have a voluntary consent given submissive.
Yeah.
What do you say? Head down, head up.
No. Yeah. Ass down, head up.
Head down, ass
up. Yeah, I was going to
say.
Yeah, you fucked that up because I was like, wait a minute. No. Yeah. Head down, ass up. And he did. Very light and very flexible.
And what'd you do?
Yeah.
You just like Isaac Hayes behind him and boom. That was fun.
Okay, because so we talked to one person actually came up to us and it's like, hey, they took another anal class with somebody else and they were scared shitless of doing anal because the way the other presenter did it. The way we did it, we presented it very TLC. Yes, I went Isaac Hayes, smoothing, like play with it. Yeah. One finger, then 2 fingers, then 3 fingers, and 4. And then this is the proper way to fist someone that's, like that. So fisting.
It almost sounds like you're doing a Muppet.
Well, that's how Kermit is like,
Do you know they make a dildo shaped like a hand like this?
They do. You have one.
No, I don't know that one. Trust me, I would know if I owned it.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. So anyway, yes. So I was showing how to, prevent and like anal lube, and also I pegged them too. So
you fisted him and
pegged
him.
Him. Yeah.
You just slid right in though.
Right.
He was experienced.
He was experienced, but I also was like, as I'm walking it through, again, I told the rest of the audience, it's like, please bear with us. We've never done a live demo. We've only just done pretty pictures and videos.
Thankfully, he did bring his own lube.
Yes.
I want to use a particular one.
Yes.
I usually use something called J Lube, which gets a little. You mix it to whatever viscosity you want. I usually mix it a little thicker, and it was really fun showing the class going, this is called J Lube, against the wall, and have a string of lube going over there.
Yeah, we had so much fun cleaning that. Yeah.
I put down towels.
Yeah, but we also stole the salt from the kitchen.
Well, a little bit did get on the floor.
Yeah.
If you put J Lube on the floor, it's a slip and slide.
Yeah, exactly. So we stole salt from the dining room area in that aspect. But yeah, we try to make sure that it was very fun, entertaining, People loved it. And to toot our own horn, with also both instructors, with Stephanie and Master Justin, they had the Motor Bunny on the following night. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, they had the Motor Bunny and people were having fun. And, they have all the different types of attachments. They also had one for anal play. So there was a nice Asian gentleman. I don't know what part of Asia was. His accent was very thick. So we had to really focus hard to understand what he was saying, because apparently we popped his cherry.
We as the event.
We as an event, but also he did come up to us and also to Stephanie and Master Justin and saying, well, thank you for helping me pop my cherry, because, he has a partner that he plays with back home, but he hasn't been able to do anal play at all. So he's always been the top. He's always been the giver, not the receiver. So with our class combined with the Motor Bunny, he is now both. And he appreciated it, he enjoyed it, and he was very grateful for all the experiences and also the education that we gave him. And it's it did warm our hearts. It felt very rewarding when he said that,
Did you catch the part where I saw the first?
What,
there's not many first left for me, I know that.
Oh.
But I got to see in person.
Okay.
Let's go with the train. A woman.
Uh-huh.
Another woman with a strap on.
Yeah.
A man.
Uh-huh.
And the first person's man. All in a train.
Oh,
4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
That was wow.
Yeah. Well,
I've never seen that in person before.
Oh, okay.
I've seen you DP'd.
Right.
But I've never actually participated in DP in other ways. But
right.
I have never sat there and just watched this, because they got up on the big bed, so you're kind of sitting low, because I kind of had a semi-up angle, and I'm just kind of going, "Yep, I'm in the right place."
Yeah. I mean, I guess our difference of years of experience here.
Oh, that's so blasé.
Well,
wait a minute, that's so blasé. Why aren't we doing that more?
That's why we're both in therapy right now. So
inquiring minds want to know.
That was the fun part. Yeah, because it was actually it was a lot of groups. It was a lot of 4, 5, 6, 8 people at a time. That middle bed. It's I told you, it took us 2 hours to change the sheets. I was just seriously, people.
Okay, not because the sheets were that dirty.
No,
it's just that for 2 hours there were people on the bed.
Yeah.
And every time you walked up, well, when you have 12 people on the bed, 2 get off. Even 6 get off, 2 more get back on. That's still going to go another hour. Just
right. Yeah, they kept they kept piling on and ask, and it was beautiful to see the consent. Hey, can we join in? Can we not? It was very consensual. I just cracked up laughing, because again, there was a vast diversity of people, fetishes, conservative by swingers, regular swingers, polyamory groups. There was
2 trucks.
There was at least 2 that we knew of. But one of our friends that we know, that she's collared and has a key and everything, so it's very obvious. And there is some guy, some player. That's all I can say. Player.
Oh.
Was saying, it's where's your daddy? Well, he couldn't come, and so we know and we respect that, and we respect whatever he says. So we played with them. And he said, well, the guy was such a player. He said, well, you got to tell your daddy to make a copy of the key so I can have you. And he's what?
No, your exact response, which was another person's exact response, was, and now you punched him at that point, right?
She didn't, but she did kind of finish the play with him and then just ignore him the rest of the time. But I just thought it was kind of funny, because I said, he was a player. Oh, it was just you don't say, we don't even say that. It's and we know that. We were
hey.
I'm
enjoying the player when you say that.
I didn't want to say a complete asshole or a dick, but he was just trying to be a player. He was trying to be smooth. That's why he tried, He failed miserably. I'm just wow. It's just no, just no.
You know what I really liked about it, though?
Mm-hmm.
There were very few to no clicks. Now, what I mean to say is,
yes,
you know, when you go to dinner, there's tables of 4 and then bigger tables of like 6 and 12. And sometimes a big table, you know, it always had the same group around there. But for the most part, even we would every night have dinner with different people. It wasn't like a cruise ship where you get called in. Basically, they ran hours, dinner served from here to here, then they clean it up, breakfast, midnight pizza, lots of desserts. I was in love with their breakfast. I was so in love with their breakfast.
You were.
I got to have French toast every morning.
Yeah, it's like I enjoyed their creme brulee. That was good, and they're also like their cold pasta when they had like the pasta stuff there. I was just enjoy the ambiance and definitely would be having some pussy in my mouth. Good food and good sex. Yes, yes.
Yes.
The only thing for this type 2 diabetic, very salty. So yeah, it took me a while to like recuperate from it. So I had to do that. Yeah.
That hurt. And well, we're working.
Yeah.
Again, we want to be respectful and invited back. We had people all the time coming up and either asking us questions or saying, you know, thank you. We were even called a role model. And I'm like, I've been called a role model for being a sexually freaky person. Black World's a wonderful place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even though for like the panel discussions, we had one at the, you know, at the beginning on Sunday, and then on Friday, we did another panel discussion because by then Friday, a lot of people were starting to leave. But we basically said not everyone has the luxury to be openly bi. You know, and it's like the only thing we ask is that you're authentic to yourself, you're true to yourself, and whoever you share being bi, that's your choice. It doesn't have to be like us that we're flaming out there. We're in the media. I mean, we've had a couple of media articles written about us. We've been on, you know, various different podcasts and shows. But because we're comfortable with that kind of exposure and we're comfortable with us, our family, they love us. They accept us as I like shake my hand iffy. I'm like, there's some members of the family. It's like, it's just a phase, right? It was a one-time thing. And I just like, no, it's not a one-time thing. It's like,
it was relaxed, accepting. No employees gave a shit. It was absolutely wonderful. No clicks.
No clicks.
No arguments. No. I mean, there were a couple couples here and there, but everyone has that here and then. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were just exchanging numbers.
Oh yeah. And yeah,
we're still in touch with people we just met at Hedo because we want to go next year.
Right.
And they're getting reservations too, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it is, and that was the thing because it's like we've gone to like the Naughty New Orleans, we've gone to Secrets, we've gone to various other areas there that we've noticed the clicks and we've noticed the, you know, how do we get in and how we talk. But here there really wasn't any clicks. It's like when you say it like that, it's like I have to like remember. I'm like, no, there wasn't. I'm like, whoever we went to, only once I had like a headbutt, and that's it. Only once.
Yeah, for the most part, we had couples come over. Can we sit? Yeah, sure. Let's talk. Let's find people. Yeah. People everywhere from all over the States to Portugal.
Oh, I love the Portugal. Yeah.
And what's the other one? Peru.
Peru.
There was one from Peru and one from Portugal.
Oh, there was also Ecuador.
That's it, Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Came all the way up to Jamaica for this event.
Yeah, there was like the whole table. Remember
it was
when we went to do the hibachi night, which we didn't do hibachi, but we did sushi instead. So which was good.
And the last night was awesome because I hogged out on lobster tails. Ooh. Got to eat pussy all day and then eat lobster. It was wonderful.
And cock, don't forget. You got
there was cock there too.
There's cock there too.
I did not cover only the lobster got covered in butter.
Do you prefer a large dick or an average? We don't discriminate. It's as long as they know how to use it.
Well, I would like to chime on that one.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Big is nice, but what I find is there's this certain range of dicks where some are small or smaller. Average is like what, 5 1/4?
Yeah.
And they're dagger-like. And I always have this fear because it's happened either on me or you, and they're going like a jackhammer, and it just slightly misses it.
Yeah.
And it sends me flying off into the cosmos screaming,
why? That's what I said. It's how they use it.
It is how they use it, but I was going to say, sometimes the larger ones, which look large is anything over 7 inches, by the way. They feel more padded and soft.
But they'll go more
it's like
gentle.
It's like getting hit by a Nerf bat instead of an actual smaller bat.
A smaller bat.
I'd take the Nerf bat any day.
Yeah, because like I said, sometimes with the smaller dicks, they get overconfident. They're like, I know how to use it. And I'm like, you're jabbing me. You're not fucking me. That's the thing. Larger ones shoot less cum, I think. Honestly, it all depends on what's going on because, you know, for a while there, it's like before John had his vasectomy, he had a lot. And then after his vasectomy, he didn't have a lot.
And that's what they don't tell you in that doctor brochure. They should. Because I still would have gotten it, but I like it. Now, again, I'm not discriminating. It doesn't have to be a 10-inch dick, and usually those get the shit out of you. Medium to large, you know, nothing.
Oh my God.
But I have had someone actually try doing me, and I'm like, okay, and you're kind of waiting, and then you're like, is it in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. No, we have not been to Temptation Resort, so it's going to be probably on our
next
bucket list
or eventual list. Right now, we're going to be going to Hedo for a few years.
Yeah, we're going to Hedo. Well, for now, it's like I think definitely we're going to stick to the BiWeek thing because we loved the energy. We loved how it wasn't clicky. It wasn't like anything. I don't even
sort of. We do a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
Do it over on SDC as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, any questions? Throw it out there.
Yeah. That was the fun part. Like people like felt kind of bad and we're like, no, it's like, that's why we're wearing our name tags the entire time. So people could come up and approach us and ask us questions. And there were so many people.
What I loved is there were couples there that when they first met, we started talking. I was asked even before we started, how do you tell another couple you're interested? So fairly newbies or, you know, it's kind of, I'm not the direct person. By Wednesday, the shyest little girl turned into the honesty works. Hey, you want to go fuck? Cool. Okay, let's go. And I was just.
And that's the best part about the Hedo BiWeek. I don't know about the rest of it, but everyone was like that. So as a single guy, it's hard to be couples. Any advice?
Yes.
Go for it. That's yours. Because you were a single guy.
I was a single guy for a while. You were a single girl, completely different story. She gets into places for free or like, you know, a quarter of the price. And you're always invited any night, anytime. Us single guys, when I was a single guy, are put off onto this D-rated list of perverts and about, you know, people who don't know protocols or, you know, the etiquette of it. But I figured out a way. There's house parties. I don't care where you are in this country. There's house parties where someone organizes them. Go on a night. Now, this is a long play, but it works. Go on a night, meet the people who organize it, and be nice. Don't ask, don't look for sex. Don't be the constant looking, but be nice. And then ask them, hey, you know, maybe come up in a conversation that I'd love to come more. You know, maybe financially it's an issue. Do you need a volunteer? I'll work the door half, you know, I'll bartend. I did that in 2 parties. Sure, why not? And again, this is when I was just divorced, so broke as fuck. And I had 2 groups actually come out, parties that let me do. And the next week I bartended at both of them, which basically means you hold someone's alcohol and pour it when they want, because it's usually bring your own alcohol. Then I had couples asking about me, or they would ask, hey, are there single guys that are nice to play that aren't, you know, oh yeah, John. John's responsible. John shows up on time. John does this. And talk with them. Don't talk always about sex. Talk with them.
Yeah.
After that, I was at parties, 4, 5, 6 times a month, Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah. And so on SDC, you'll see under like events, hosts, and you'll see like house parties or any other parties. You could even ask the event organizer. It's like, hey, you know, I'm a single guy. I would like to volunteer. You know, kind of deal. Just reach out and, you know, be truthful and honest that you're just looking to be of service. And that's the best way to approach it. So that way people would know, you know, it's not like pimping yourself out, but that's better the nice guy version if you're of service.
Simplest way to put it, just don't be a dick. They want to know people. And the truth is, it was funny because I made it with several couples. And all of them were recommendations from the previous couples.
Exactly.
Because couples talk, the women talk, and it just kept going on. And yeah, even when I met you, it was kind of like, John, I'm with someone. I'm still playing, but let's all.
Yeah. So Sex Panther, what's the pick your brains?
He was talking about meeting.
Oh no, Outcast 26 was about that. What do you mean meeting? No, he would like to meet you guys and pick your brains. Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that one. Sorry. No, currently we're not looking for a bi single guy because until John gets his back fixed, we're not playing with any other.
Probably in almost another month.
Another month, okay.
Between my back and we're both booked for events. Pretty much, I'm going to be up in New Jersey for Exotica in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And you're doing tarot readings and other stuff for Halloween.
Yeah.
So right now, it's just not even. We're not on the market.
We're
working to find our time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, and Sex Panther, if you're in the Central Florida area, yeah, let us know. Kind of deal. But Fairvilla tomorrow, I drive. 7 to 9, we're doing a happy hour, so feel free to come by and maybe we'll go out for drinks afterwards. I mean, you will have like champagne, something.
Yep.
There's always like light booze out there.
Every so often, I mean, we like to meet people first time usually in a vanilla environment. It's a safe way to go ahead and talk with someone, and it's opposed to inviting them in the house or getting a hotel room. And then some people don't give us the latest pictures. Like they put up the glamour shots one that were taken in 1998. And you meet them in person going, what happened? No.
Yeah, no, it's like.
So we like to meet in public places, and sometimes we do meet and greets.
Meet and greets there, kind of deal. But it was kind of funny. Someone posted a meme of like the photo of your date does not match the photo on Tinder, and it was a cat and a raccoon at the door. I loved it. I was like, okay. Wrong species altogether. So
we haven't gotten wrong species yet. We've gotten all the different wrongs.
Yeah, exactly. But that's pretty funny on that aspect there.
But I also just quickly throw out that when we do hook up with guys, sure, we like a reasonable amount of size and good looking body, but the majority of it is personality.
Yeah, it is. Especially with he's still an introvert, even though he's kind of chatty, and I'm the extrovert. So it's like trying to find that balance. So again, it's like currently not on the market. I mean, we're not even our regular play partners are like, hey, what's your availability? And I'm like,
but
get back to you on that.
We're hoping all this changes coming up, like I said, after Thanksgiving.
Well, no, because then we have Christmas.
Yes, but during Christmas,
that's true.
We will have time to. I have 3 weeks off.
Yes, we still haven't. Yes, we will have time to fuck. We just haven't decided what we're going to do for the next 3 weeks there. So that in a nutshell was our BiWeek. Oh, we didn't even talk about Dark Tantra. So we did we taught Dark Tantra, and it was great because it was like teaching people how to be sensual and slow down, and new techniques with BDSM and meditation and breathing and touching. And yeah, I like one couple. I'm like, dude, you were supposed to focus 2 eyes, not just start going hot and heavy. That was like,
let them go. They're ahead of the game.
Yeah, but that was not the intention of the exercise.
But never stress out people on vacation.
I wasn't, but I was just like trying to remind them that that's the purpose of the exercise. It's to slow the fuck down instead of going straight into it.
And we're gonna lose a few. We got a great ratio. Let them go. Those people are lost. You can't go after them.
Yes, I can.
They're already ready to fuck.
I know. But hey, they were even more ready to fuck after the line of people that you had lined up to tie up. And that was hysterical. So he's like doing the demo, like doing the presentation.
Oh, I had Melty in my hand.
Yeah,
you had nice.
Yeah, you had Melty in your hand there, and then you had the other one too, and then the Portugal couple. They were so cute. They said, "Can I try?" It's like, yes, absolutely. You were like, yeah, you would definitely do that. So
anyway, amazing time. It was overall.
Amazing.
You got to fist someone publicly.
Yeah.
And you got the fuck outdoors.
Yes, there was a lot of outdoor fucking.
We never even mentioned you fangirls.
Yes, I did, but
we don't have time for that.
Yes, but it was just I fangirled. I had my moment, and that was enough. That end of story there.
No, that's not the end of the story, but we'll leave it till next week. She exploded with happiness
and giggling, but then I scared the guy.
And you were naked.
Yeah, I was naked, but I scared it. That's why I don't want to talk about it, because yes, I fangirl. Yes, I fucked my fangirl. Who else fangirl? But I scared them too because the giggles was out of control.
You gotta give people warnings. But the truth
Yes,
is,
I did.
I think he looked like he could be a very close relative to the guy who voices Rocket.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, totally
Bradley
looked like a young Bradley Cooper. Everyone wanted to fuck him.
So thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Maybe Halloween.
Next week.
Are we sure?
Regular scheduled time, 7 p.m. on SDC, YouTube, and Facebook.
So drop us any questions, anything. We're available for coaching, teaching, classes, workshops.
Check out the website.
Check out the website, sexpositiveme.com. Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
My mom called. I don't know what's up, so let me go. It's like my nails are like falling apart here.
Okay. Why won't it go away?
Great. Where's the dark tundra?